Christmas is usually a busy period. We would have had 2 games in 4 days. However, they were postponed. With TNS on such a good run, from a football perspective, of course, was that disappointing for you personally?
Yeah, I always enjoy playing over Christmas and New Year and stuff like that. People say it's a distraction or whatever, but this year I think it's we've had an extended break and we've missed it a bit. Certainly we've given the players a little bit more time off because we have had a couple of players that have been ill and a couple of staff that have been ill as well. So it's a really strange time. You sort of get over the fact of everyone being out of lockdown and coming back in and training, and then obviously happens. The potential is that it might be happening again. So it's disappointing, but there's nothing we can do about it really. It's against our control.
And both as a player and as a manager, you've been involved in football all your life. This must have been the first time that you had a relaxed Christmas as opposed to a hectic one with a schedule.
Yeah, usually you're planning for the next game and always looking forward to that next game. Even as a player, I had a couple of beers on Christmas Day and played Boxing Day, but never more than a couple. This time it was a bit different because we weren't playing around Christmas, and we knew that. We already knew that. So it's a shame because we love being involved in football and you love planning your life around football. But when, like I just said, when things are taken out of your control, there's not a lot you can do, and you just have to get on with it and abide by the rules and things like that. So strange time, but one with the players getting a extended rest. But probably seeing them this morning, they'll be at it flying and excited to be back and doing a bit of training because that's what they enjoy doing, don't they?
And the 2 TNS games that we referred to as being postponed, Kevin Druids at home and Aberystwyth County away, both were winnable. And then also on New Year's Day, 2nd versus 3rd would have played. The table could have been quite interesting as we sat here this morning. However, we won't know. But what we do know is that the New Saints has had an excellent start to the season. That has continued. And as we go into 2021, top of the table and just 7 points dropped out of 51.
Yeah, if you look at it in those sort of figures and stats, we've had a decent start to the season. We had to, following on from last season. But what's more impressive is the way that they're approaching the training and the games. Like I always say, your performance will take care of results. If you play with a team at 8s and 9s out of 10 every week, then you're gonna pick up the majority of the points, and that's all we can ask for. I think they were in the right frame of mind coming back pre-season, and that's just gone right through until now. So hopefully that'll continue if we can obviously get back to playing and starting the league off again. So credit has to go with the players because they've been excellent. But it's 17 games we've played, just over halfway. So I've got fingers crossed. Hopefully we can finish the league and make sure that we're still in this position come the end of the season. But it's down to the players. Their application and attitude has been first class.
And with no games, as we've said, over the Christmas period, what was your message to the players? Was it go away, enjoy yourselves, or go away and still keep fit and still keep doing those things so that you maintain that level of fitness?
Yeah, well, they first of all they had we give them 5 days over the period to be with their family because it's not every year that we can do that. So we did give them a little bit of a break, and then we give them a bit of extended break because we did have a couple of illnesses within the camp, so we had to really just make sure they stayed away and stayed well, and make sure the family stayed well as can be. So more enforced one the second one, so they've had an extended break, but like I say, they're back to it today, and hopefully we can get a bit of a run of training. But we did give them things to do. They had some runs to complete and make sure that it's all uploaded so that we can see what they're doing as well.
And as it stands at the moment, our next game will be halfway through January away at Flint Town United. How different will it be training this week, for example, knowing that there's no game at the end of the week?
Yeah, it's always difficult to train and not have a focus at the end of the week, Friday, Saturday or Sunday game. So yeah, we'll train now. I'm sure because they've had the break, they'll be well at it today and in good spirits. But when you don't plan for an opposition, you're sort of just training for training's sake. Yes, we need to keep fit, need to stay hungry and sharp and what have you, but there's no focus on a team and any set way that we're going to play at the moment. So it'll just be training. We'll try and keep the fitness levels topped up and have a look at anything that we need to work on and go from there.
And finally, Scott, lots of other things going on, of course, but we are in the transfer window. Are we likely to see any movement at the New Saints during January?
We've been discussing over the last couple of months with John and the staff and where we need to improve on. And we've been in discussions with a player. Not a player at the moment, a club. So we are just waiting on the news of that, and hopefully some good news will turn out from there. But if you look at the squad, it's a good size with a mixture of youth and experience, and at the moment we've got a very good balance, and it's more planning for sort of next season than anything. But yeah, obviously watch this space. We're looking at one player that hopefully we can get across the line. All good and well if we do. If we don't, we've obviously been in this situation before where you do have your transfer targets and they don't turn out for whatever reason. But what will be, and I always believe in, if they come to the football club then it's meant to be, and if they don't then it's their decision. It's either our decision or their decision that's been the stumbling block in that.